able to get the third down conversion. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, it's Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fields on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fields now to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a first down throw. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Check 9. Check.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. This play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Lance looking to throw it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. And Lance now to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw again on second down. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Again, Fields.
And left side here, it's Graham.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Here's Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You get the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16. But they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big pickup of 38.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot.
Touchdown! Complete at the 1. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Dante Pettis now from his end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Going to throw. And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a handoff as they run left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Strip the ball. Strip the ball. 42, Mike 42.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at him.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. Past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Right back to Juszczyk again. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Lance. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And these guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A play fake, now Fields to throw. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They get big Jason Peters, the left tackle. Now it's Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 2nd and 15 now. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 54. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Fields. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic. You.
Off play action, Fields. He's got Perriman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. In previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Fields. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Again, it's Sermon.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lance. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
Right there.
Back to throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Pettis now on the return.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Gets this one to use check. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 yard is the gain. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he is all the way up past the 25. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Working with a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.